A friend told me a story of when she went on a date. When she was telling me that when she went on a date, this guy decided to be romantic and be the chef for the night. However, this night was memorable because this guy did not know how to cook. So this is why I want to show you guys or talk about um, a recipe that you guys can go to if you ever decide to be the chef. Now you might ask yourself, why I chose this story? Well, we're all in college right now, and maybe at some point in these next years or when you graduate, you will meet someone and you might want to go on a date with them. Now, like me, I want to make sure that if I decide to be the chef, I do it right. um, Today, a pizza is something you can just order and have in your plate 20 minutes later. And that's no surprise since according to statistics bring, statistics provider for CNN, New York Times, and other resources, in a year, 5 billion pizzas are sold worldwide. Out of those 5 billion pizzas, 3 billion are sold within the United States. This makes 60% of all pizzas. Now, even if you could just order it online or just call someone, I like to try some inventions and see what I like in my pizza without being charged $10 for an extra topping. So first, learning how to make a pizza will help you understand the process and the steps of how to prepare it well. First, I will talk about the ingredients. Then I will talk about how do you prepare the ingredients. And finally, I will talk of how you can cook your pizza. So my first point, these are some of the ingredients that you might want to choose. Some of the common ingredients would be pepperoni, cheese, tomato sauce, and dough. For your dough, you are going to need the following ingredients, which is water, sugar, yeast, salt, olive oil, and flour. Some of the optional ingredients might be onions, olives, and mushrooms, bell pepper if you like to go a little vegetarian. But if you don't care about the calories you take in, like me, you could use some sausage, ham, or even extra cheese. Why not? So now that I talked about the ingredients, I would like to talk about how you should prepare your pizza. So to prepare your dough, you will mix all the ingredients and you will need about an hour or an hour and a half to let it rest. You will see in the picture how after a while your dough starts to rise, which means that it's ready to be prepared. Now, according to Bobby Flay, a celebrity chef on Food Network, on an article that was not dated on foodnetwork.com, he explains how if you want a crispier crust, you can use bread flour. However, you want a chewy crust, you can use all-purpose flour. After your dough is ready and it has risen, you can cut it in half and start spreading it whatever length you want. Now to prepare your pizza, it really depends on however you want it. Some people decide to put all the liquids first, which is like the tomato sauce and all of that, and the olive oil. And some people decide to leave the cheese on top. As you can see, the pizza, it really is how you want. However, some chefs suggest that you put a thin layer of olive oil when you have your dough so that it does not get soggy with the tomato sauce. So now that I talked about how you make your pizza, how you prepare it, I will talk about how you can cook it. So first, you want to use an oven. You will want to preheat your oven at 450 degrees. And then after you prepare your pizza, it will be ready to be put into the oven. However, another way to cook it, according to Elise Beer, the creator of the blog Simply Recipes, on May 17, 2015, she wrote on her blog that you can also grill your pizza. So she explained how you would have to cook your dough first and after for like 5 minutes, and then flip it and prepare your pizza, so the steps would go differently. After you prepare your pizza, you would pop it back into the grill and just let it cook for 5 to 8 minutes. So now that I've talked of how you can prepare your pizza, I hope that you have an understanding of how or some of the easy ways to prepare it, and it does not take a lot of time. So to review, I talked about what the ingredients are, and I also spoke about the way you can prepare it, and I ended up with showing you different ways to cook it. So now, if you ever decide to go